Good morning, guys, and welcome back. I don't know if you can tell, but right off in the distance there, we've got Mount Fuji. Now, we're making a bit of a special trip today, but it is not Mount Fuji that we are heading off to ourselves. It is something else that is something we've been looking forward to actually for
a long time.
Pretty long time since they announced that they were making this thing. So we're kind of excited that finally it is now open and we have a chance to go check it out. So come along and join us today as we go take a look at welcome back. We have arrived. We are finally here, and yes, we are here in Yokohama, Japan, to see none other than the giant 1/1 scale life-size RX-78 that they built here. Now, this one is special. This one is different than that previous RX-78 that they used to have just over across the bay in Odaiba, because this one actually can move. It should be able to move its arms. It should be able to move its legs, and it's new. It's brand new. Let's go take a closer look at it, shall we?
So here we are, guys. We're approaching it, and unlike the Twitter pictures, there is nothing and nobody here. We're here bright and early for the 11 o'clock showing, and it's looking good.
All right, so now we are inside of this Gundam dock experience thing here they have here in Yokohama, and as you can see, or not. Okay.
So that's just saying about, like, there's a lot of people queuing over here.
Yes.
For the Gente goods, the special limited goods.
Yep.
Maybe we'll try and hit that up later, but it looks a bit...
It looks a bit dodgy there with that line there. So
okay.
Yeah, we're actually inside of the dock area now here, and as you can see behind me here, we finally have that giant 1/1 scale Gundam statue. Now, this is a completely different design than the one that they originally opened back in 2010, I think it was, in Tokyo for the 30th anniversary. So now we have 10 years later, it is the 40th anniversary, and we've got the giant movable RX-78, and as you can see, its arm is upstretched into an up-pointed position, because just before we started to record this, the guy was actually moving. We weren't able to get into the courtyard in time to record that, so we'll hang around for another hour, so we'll be able to record the actual movement at a later point. But yeah, he is actually, this one actually can move. He's got some different kind of panel lining, a completely different style than that original one they had for the 30th anniversary, so it's completely brand new. Everything is completely different, and as you can see, it's got this kind of like a dock type of thing behind it, so it's actually like an actual Gundam dock type of thing. And one cool thing is that you can actually pay for an extra ticket to be able to climb up into those stairs and be able to get a closer view from those upper layers, and we actually have tickets to go do that later here, so we'll be having footage of that at some point in this video at a later point. But there's some other interesting stuff that we've got going on here inside of this area here. So as you can see over there, we've got the building where it actually has the Gundam base Yokohama. That's going to be the actual shop that you can be able to buy the limited goods. They've got a 1/100 scale RX-78 and a 1/144 scale, which is the same styling as this one that they have built here. So it's going to be kind of cool to picture. We've got the ground is all painted in like special markings. It says like safety area up there, just like a real Gundam type of thing here. And they've decorated their little storage containers to look. It says parts containers. You got parts containers 01, 02. And there's a food truck down there. You can buy your overpriced popcorn and what have you.
And you can even send off your goods with Sagawa.
You can even, because that's another thing too. A lot of people, they just come here by bus. They come here by train. So if you want to buy a lot of Gundam model kits, it's a bit hard to kind of lug that stuff back home with you. Thankfully, we came here by car today, so I'll be able to drive home with my loot. I won't have to worry about shipping it. But yeah, if you can't carry it home, then you can ship it off. And they've even got some benches down there if you want to just take a break and use your smartphone and eat lunch or whatever, then yeah, you can sit over there. But that's basically, it looks like it's pretty much it. Maybe I'm not sure if that's a cafe on the second floor up there or not, but
Yeah,
we'll check that out later. And then you can see a
look.
beautiful view of Yokohama. You can see there's some of the famous Yokohama buildings and the Ferris wheel there in the background. Little castle-looking hotel tower they've got there. And then just over to the left, you can kind of see the, what was it, Mikawa Maru, I think was the name of that ship. It's one of those famous ships that's constantly, it's a museum ship here in Yokohama that you can go view. And behind that, you'll have the famous Chinatown part of Yokohama too. So okay, so we are at the very base of this Gundam dock here, and we can zoom up and you guys can get a better look at the details on this guy. Look at those panel lines. That was one of the interesting design features I felt about this kit. So they have actually previously released, or online at least, there was an online exclusive. You could pre-purchase the kits that were going to be released exclusive for this Gundam dock thing. And one of the things that really stood out to me on those kits was just the amount of like deep panel lines that are actually on that kit. And that is actually real for this kit too. As you can see, they've got these really dark, deep black line panel lines running up and down throughout this kit. So he is definitely quite panel lined up there. And another interesting thing is you can kind of see there, maybe on the camera, hopefully the video is able to pick this up well, is the paints there for like the blues and the reds there in that chest, and even the yellows too. It might be hard to see that, but they have this metallic sheen to it. So it's really kind of a metallic looking kind of paint job that they have given this guy, which looks quite spectacular, I do have to say. Different tones of whites and grays there for the main body, which is quite interesting to see. And they've got, of course, a number of the different kind of marking, warning marking type of symbols all around the kit. So usually those are represented by stickers inside of the kits or waterslide decals there every now and then. But we've got a helicopter that is now flying really closely behind us. Maybe if you guys can see the helicopter. Everybody say, hey, yay, helicopter. What kind of helicopter do we have there? Is that? Wow, okay. I don't remember the name of that helicopter. I want to say Huey, but I don't think it was a Huey. Maybe somebody in the comments will correct me. Okay, as you can tell, this image now looks a bit different than what we were looking at a little bit ago. So now his hand is in the down position, and those little walkways, the gantries, have closed in front of the unit. So like for half an hour it looks like this inside of the dock, and then the other half an hour the walkways are open and the hand is in the up position. So we'll also record what happens when this thing opens up, but as you saw there earlier, hopefully we saw it in the closing position. So quite interesting to see that movement.
Todd, also, you can explain this.
All right, so I went ahead and bought that special popcorn holder that they're selling here at this unit. It, of course, is a Haro, and the Haro has ears that you can open up and you can eat the popcorn on the inside there. So you can try some popcorn there. I actually haven't tried it myself yet. Not the biggest popcorn fan in the world, to be honest, but it looks cool. It's not cheap, but you're only going to ever be able to buy this here, so why not?
Now we just need someone to fart, and it'll be the best video ever. Look on the dot. The bridge is releasing. Oh, here we go. Thank you.
Confirmed. ABC is at work. All waters are ready and good to go. No problem. Amazing. Let's start testing the manipulator's operation.
We are on the middle level here of the gantryway, and we are behind the actual Gundam unit itself. And you can see this is the giant hydraulic system, but you can see it's got this giant kind of, it's maybe really hard to tell what the heck you're looking at, but there's this giant black steel kind of support unit there, and this is what holds up the entire unit itself, as well as all of its hydraulics. You can see a bunch of electrical cords hanging off the side there, and you can see back of the legs. It looks quite nice there. So yeah, this is all the back, just like the back kind of support and whatnot that you can't normally see unless you buy this gantry ticket thing, which is kind of interesting to see. Looks like an actual kind of Gundam dock that you would go as a plastic model kit. You can see the back of the unit with this backpack. Yeah, if you're only looking at this thing from the front there, you definitely can't see that backpack. So at least for that, it's definitely worth it to buy a ticket to come up here. Okay, so there you got a good view on that Gundam base down there, and people are lining up to buy their model kits. They've got some Gundam exclusives that you can only buy here, like a 1/100 scale kit, 1/144 scale kit. There's an SD as well. I look at the nice bust. I think I'm going to pick up a bust. It's bust fan. Okay, so now we actually get a kind of a better look over the back here. You can see the support structure that is going into the back side of it, and you can see a whole bunch of the cables. This is going to be what powers all of the hydraulics that are inside of the suit that allows it to move its arms as well as its legs there. It's a giant support structure. Good look at the bottom of the unit. You can tell it's actually not standing on anything. It's kind of just hovering above the ground there. And you can see its foot there and nice legs, great details on the legs there. You can see the hydraulics in the back of the legs that allow it to move. All right, and just in case you were wondering why they're still having an event, even though the whole Corona thing is going on, they are trying their best to kind of keep everybody socially distanced here. On the ground, you've got these little Gundam feet marks, and you're supposed to stand on those marks. Of course, if you were in a group like me and Dave are here together, you can, two of you can stay together, but everyone else, you're supposed to stick to your position. You're supposed to stick to your mark and keep yourself socially distanced from one another. As you can see, most people are diligently following along up there in the front for the most part, but yeah, for the most part, since also it's a Monday here in Japan, it's really not as crowded as I was expecting, so that's another great thing. So everybody, of course, 100% everybody here has their face mask on. So 100%. 100%. I haven't seen a single person here that doesn't have a face mask on. So
me and Todd actually we brought face shields.
Yeah, we brought the whole-on plastic face shields to use as well, but
anything.
I couldn't see. I mean, not only could I not see out of it, but wearing the mask and the glasses, the face shield itself was also fogging up. It just made the fog even worse, and that was a nightmare. So I give up on using my shield. The mask is good enough.
Cockpit door lock secure. Release the bridge. Power system stable. Gundam, forward to launch position. Completed. Stopper release. All orders are ready and good to go.
Okay guys, so we've now been in the shop. I don't normally buy too much Gundam stuff, but I got the RX-78 F00 Gundam and G-Dock, which is what you see behind me. Right. So it is literally a type of simplified version of the Gundam dock and a decent RX-78, right?
Yes.
So it's going to be a quality kit. I don't think this cost too much, actually, to be honest. It was like 2,800 yen.
100 yen, yeah. So the kit, the actual model that comes inside of this kit is a brand new, all new, brand new tooling that is like exactly the same as what you see as the main statue there here. So that's something that's quite interesting. And the 1144 scale kit is the only one that comes with the actual dock display stand. So that is quite cool too. They also have this available in 1100 scale, but it doesn't come with the Gundam dock. So, but unfortunately, we can't sell these on HobbyLink Japan. These are event limited items,
look, you can
only
even
for
see
here.
Yokohama in the background.
Yeah, they even got the city of Yokohama. There's the Ferris wheel in the background, and that famous building you might see in the background of some of our video shots here.
Yeah,
of it.
look right there.
Actually, yeah. Speaking of that, it's right over there. Actually, you can see the building. Not the Ferris wheel. That's a bit over to the left, but.
So something else I
ship.
bought, and the only other thing I bought was a Haro.
Haro, another
another
event limited Haro. So we have a bunch of Haro kits on the actual site, but this color, this specific sky blue color, is another event limited type of item. So
the instructions are inside the box.
On the box there. So it's a fancy looking color.
Different color. Thought I'd get it. I was gonna get the Chugokin RX-78.
Chogokin, right?
But my card busted.
I don't know if you want to put that on video.
No, I'm fine. It just, I use an English credit card here, and sometimes if it goes over too much money, they are 20,200 yen, right?
Yeah, so just over $200 for the Chogokin.
So you can't really get that unless you're buying with a Japanese type of money.
Or you have cash.
Yeah, or cash, yeah. So unfortunately, I could not get that. I decided to nip it in the bud and say, sorry, I can't buy it. But at least I got the big bag for something that was small.
Right. At least you come away with some kind of souvenir.
Yeah. Todd, on the other hand, let's see what he got.
I do have a Japanese credit card.
Look at this size difference.
Well, actually, it's the same bag. It's just there's more in here. So
half is full. Okay,
of course,
so
I got the same
Haro.
But there was another different color Haro that I bought myself too. So I had to get the set. So we've got that one as well. So
and this one also said Gundam Factory Yokohama color. So.
Yes. So these are event limited for this thing here only. So I got those two items, and then I got myself a fancy T-shirt.
Oh yeah.
I thought this was kind of cool. This T-shirt here. It's the same Gundam there with the dock behind him and whatnot. One size only, which I thought was interesting. L size only they're selling here. So I'm actually
lucky for Todd.
It looked kind of big, so I'm actually I'm hoping that I actually fit into this. I'm not quite sure if I will fit in it, but there was one.
Todd's lost some weight recently.
I have lost a little bit of weight. Still not sure if I can go down to the L size, but I'll try. But there was one kit in particular that I really wanted to get by when I came here, and that is this 1/48 scale RX-78 Gundam bust model. So I thought this was kind of cool. It's just the bust, 1/48 scale, just the bust, and it lights up. It has a LED unit in the light in the head, so it lights up. So I thought that was kind of quite cool. And I'm gonna drop it over the edge of this thing here and have somebody
else really
below.
Detailed, right?
Yeah, but it's really detailed. It's nice big. So 1/48, that's going to be the same scale as those mega size Gundams, but only the bust. So that was kind of quite cool. But no Chogokins for me.
I think that's about it for us, to be
That
honest.
is indeed. So if you are able to come to Japan, which most of you probably are not able to, I think this thing is running here from December until March of 2021, I think was the dates of this exhibition. So only not that many months available for this thing, but if you are able to come and check this thing out, this is definitely something you'll want to check out. And definitely, if you are also coming to Japan, the Odaiba, the giant unicorn over in Odaiba, is not that far away. And there's a rather cool looking boat of some sort that is floating by here in the back. It's all gray.
Oh man, that looks like something out of Star Wars.
Right, what the heck is this thing? Looks like some kind of Navy warship type of thing.
Tesla, maybe.
A stealth boat going by in the background.
Cyber boat.
The cyber boat. Thank you for watching.
Battery's about to run out on pretty much everything.
On everything, so yeah.
Please what else can we say?
What else can we say? Remember, we were brought to you by HobbyLink Japan, so if you are interested in buying any other cool Gundam items such as the model kits, even though we aren't able to sell this event exclusive stuff, there is still a huge selection of Gundam kits on our site, HobbyLink
a huge
Japan.
selection of RX-78.
There is quite a few RX-78s as well, so be sure to check out our site, hlj.com, and thank you again very much for watching, and we'll be able to come back or bring you any other kind of cool event stuff like this in the future, should they ever do it in 10 years. Shizuoka Hobby Show maybe will be coming up next year in May. We'll have to see. That might be the next kind of event type thing that we'll have going on here, depending on how the whole Corona situation goes. But
as you can see here, it's pretty much very docile.
Right.
How would you say it?
There's not many people here at all. So
because they limit the numbers.
Limit the numbers. Everyone is wearing masks.
So anyway, thanks for watching, and see you again next time on another special
Gundam
TV
exclusive.
yes.